Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Flare and the FLR token. With the rise in popularity of XRP and Ripple, I think it's worth a look at this L1 blockchain. It's one that I had never covered before, but it's doing pretty well, probably riding on the heels of XRP's success. These two projects are tied, and I'm going to talk about how they're tied and how, just speculation alone, this project probably do very, very good this bull cycle. Let's talk about it. So guys, if you're a fan of Flare, or if you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my content, please subscribe to the channel. So a lot of goodness going on in the crypto space right now. There's rumors that maybe Trump is considering other alts besides Bitcoin for a strategic reserve. And the names that are floating around are XRP and Solana. Now, if you follow me on this channel, you know I'm a big Solana fan. So I'm all about that news. But XRP is still rising over $3, $3.26. And that's nice. That's nice. But today we want to talk about just the gainers. And if we look at the gainers and just looking at the past 24 hours, we see that Flare is up there, the 10th biggest gain. And then if we look at the past 7 days, you see that right now at the top for the past week, Hedera is up 35%, which is the biggest gainer for these alts. But if we go down, Flare is up 20%. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So let's take a look at Flare and see what this is all about. It's an L1 EVM compatible. And basically it was funded, or one of the major contributors to this was a investment arm of XRP. So that's how they're related. And when this token rebranded, they had airdrops to XRP holders. So a lot of XRP army people out there hold Flare because they got it as a free airdrop. Now, the difference is, yes, there are L1 like Solana and Sui and Aptos and all of them, but they're different. They're sort of like a decentralized oracle where they retrieve price numbers or price feeds, price data, whatever you want to call it, from the internet and other blockchains. So that's, in a nutshell, what I think separates them from others. So rather than have an oracle like Pith or the one that we all know, Chainlink, it's incorporated in their L1. So that is interesting. Now there's more to it than that, and we'll look at that. But just a quick high level, that's the difference with Flare. So current price is about 2 cents, right? Market cap's 1.5 billion. So still relatively small, you know, has some room to grow. And we look at the volume. Trading volume is some opportunity there. Only 31 million. And you look at others, you know, billion, 6 billion. We won't compare it to Solana, but if you look at XDC, 147 million, Algorand, 637 million, Chainlink, 985 million. So, you know, with only 31 million in trading volume, you know, we'll see. With the popularity of XRP, maybe this will translate to here. And we'll also take a look and see what they have going on. Is there any news to make this number go up? Why are they trending so much higher? We'll see. So let's take a look at tokenomics real quick. So we see circulating supply is 56 billion. Total supply is 102 billion. Holy moly. So a little bit more than half is already in circulation, and they have about half that's going to be coming on. Now we look at community sentiment. This is per CoinMarketCap. Extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. They have some interoperability, which we'll touch upon, and obviously it's with XRP, Doge, and Bitcoin. So 3 very popular projects that they have interoperability with, and some yield farming and all of that. So there is use case for them. So that's what we got there. And we'll take a look at price action at the end of this video and my thoughts on possibly throwing some money at this thing. So when I go to Grok, just to give me a quick snapshot of what this is all about, they say Flare is designed to be the blockchain for data, offering a platform where developers can build dApps that require data from multiple sources without relying on centralized oracles. Chainlink. That's what I'm guessing they're referring to. This is facilitated through 2 main protocols, the State Connector and the Flare Time Series Oracle. So what is the State Connector? State Connector, this protocol allows secure, scalable, and decentralized acquisition of event information from external blockchains and the internet. This information can then be utilized in smart contracts on Flare. It ensures that the data is verified through a consensus among independent providers before being made available to dApps. Then you have the Flare Time Series Oracle. And this is Flare's decentralized price oracle, delivering price feeds and other time series data to smart contracts. It operates without centralized data providers, ensuring a high degree of decentralization and reliability, which is crucial for applications in DeFi. So we talked about it being EVM compatible. So basically, if you smart contracts written in Solidity can come over to Flare, easy transitions for developers. The token can be wrapped. So if you want to, play on ETH, it could be wrapped as ERC20 token. And as far as use cases go, they talk about being involved in DeFi, RWA, gaming, social network, and all of that. But the main use case I see here is farming, and with assets like XRP, Litecoin, Dogecoin, that'd be nice. So with DeFi summer coming up, this could be a player. And again, with this relationship with XRP and XRP going crazy right now, I could see this thing going a little bit higher. Going a little bit higher. So historically, let's take a look at the history here. It was founded by Hugo Fallon, a CEO. I looked him up on LinkedIn. You guys can too. So he has a face. Nairi Usher and Sean Rowan. And basically the original network was called Spark. So they received, by that time in 2019, investments and funding from XRP. And the investment arm is called XPing. And then they had fundraising and all of that. But then in December 2022, they officially renamed it to Flare. So that's how we have a little bit of history there. So that's what's going on with that token historically. They had an airdrop we just talked about. And I don't know. I don't know about this one. The good thing is, I will say that it is listed on Coinbase. So a lot of Coinbase tokens that are listed, people have free access to them, easier access, listed on all the major exchanges here in the US, and I'm sure on Binance and all of that. So that's good. So that gives us a lot of FaceTime, a lot of accessibility. Now, I talk about XRP a lot with this project just because of the airdrop and all of that, but the whales are accumulating XRP. And one thing I like about XRP Army, no matter how bad things were, most of them never sold off. They held on. And if you got airdrops of this flare, I imagine the same thing is going to happen. And they're going to hold on till that thing starts to rip. So I see something here. I see something here. So some news, they onboarded Google Cloud. This was as of earlier last year or about a year ago. So that helps for an infrastructure provider. Google has a lot of partnerships with a lot of projects, so that's good. So that's something, right? Going to offer infrastructure services for the Oracle system. And then we have this. Now, this is something I wanted to show you where they have, it's called FA or Faets, basically. Enables XRP, Bitcoin, and Doge to interact with smart contracts, unlocking liquidity across multi-trillion-dollar markets. With Facets, users can trade, lend, and stake these assets to realize their DeFi potential. How does that work? So according to this, you have your payments in the underlying asset, which will be XRP, Bitcoin, or Doge. Then you mint it into Facets. And then here you have collateral for DeFi loans, decentralized trading, or cross-chain yield farming. So that is interesting. DeFi summer coming up. Who wouldn't mind throwing a little bit of Doge, getting some yield on it, however you want to do it, Bitcoin. So that's good. And you're getting the real data. They're not involving Chainlink or Pyth or anything like that. It's all within the blockchain. So that's different. Let's take a look at social activity. We see that as far as the community goes, they have about 315,000 followers. Then let's take a look and see who's following them that you and I might know. Vasu, Bitcoin Mindset. We have Charles Hoskinson. Interesting. I wonder why he's following them. We know that Cardano's thinking about including the Ripple stablecoin. So maybe that has something to do with that. Kyle Dupes, Mark Yusko, and Marty Party. They're all following Flair. So something to pay attention to, guys. Let's look at their Discord. They have about 41,000 members on their Discord. About 1,900 online. I checked earlier, less than 2,000 online, but still there's some activity going on, so that's not bad. So they have a little bit of a following. Now, TVL, for something that's about DeFi, is some opportunity there. So they're ranked currently number 71. Total value lock for Flare is 29.8 million. Now that is not good. That's pretty low, especially if DeFi is your thing, right? Yield and all of that. So let's take a look and see what their DEX activity is looking like. We see that Spark DEX seems to be their number one DEX there. It has 21 or 12 million in TVL. And for the past days, up about 2%. And then the other DEX will be Blaze Swap. And that has about 4.8 million in TVL. And for the past day, up 9.7%. So some work to be made, some work to be had here with the TVL. But again, if we're just talking about this, if we're being real, this is all speculation. And the last bull run, we had tokens that had no utility. Basically, it's all speculation, strong community just pushing things up. So when Bitcoin hits all-time highs, these alts that you see here with the small market caps should do pretty well. And this one, based on its relationship with Ripple, I think it's going to do well as well. I just said well as well. But let's take a look at this chart here. And if we look at this, we see that I'm just trying to find a support line for this thing. So back in November, you see November 18th of 2024, it's about, penny. That's where it's holding. It ticks up a little bit, and then this is right around, we got the news, and market was going crazy, reached an all-time high, about 3 cents it looks like. And then, it's finding support here. So right around that 1 cent, 2 cent mark, that's where it's finding its support. So if you look at the way this chart is moving, it's trending upwards, and I could see that happening, especially with January 20th around the corner. I could see this going straight up. So in my opinion, it's worth throwing some dollars at, definitely. And I can't help but think of Cadena. Cadena was one that at the tail end of the bull cycle last year, it was fast. That's all I heard about. It was fast, and I forget who the founders were. They're affiliated with a Fortune 500 company. But that thing had nothing going for it, and it was at $20. It was crazy. And something like this, when you have a strong community behind it, there's a use case for it. We'll see what happens. Let me go back here and show you guys something. I tried to see if there was something else that made this thing tick up 20% for the past 7 days, and I could not find anything. I couldn't find anything. So let's see here. If I look at Cointelegraph, just to see, is there any news for this thing at all? Flare, and nothing. Everything is like over a year ago. Right, so this is from December. This USDX built to support Bitcoin miners, but nothing really, right? Nothing really when I type in Flare. So if I look at Daily Hodl just to see, and let's see what they have about Flare. This is just a quick, I know there's other, websites I can check to get information, but August of 2024, April of 2024, but nothing really stands out. I haven't seen much. This is when they had their airdrop and nothing much. So it's pure speculation at this point, guys. So that's where we're at with Flare. Do I think you should throw a couple of dollars at it? I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do. But this one has the makings. It has support. No rugs. I have, people holding it. I could say you get some return on investment on this one. So let me know what you think of Flare, FLR token, which is used to, for fees and governance as well. That's the use case for it. But there's other ones that I'm gonna stack right now. Right now, my primary focus is stacking on Solana, XRP. I have Litecoin. I've been doing that as well, and Sui. Those are the threes that I'm stacking right now. And again, there's some memes in there that I'm thinking about, but right now I'm really looking at ones that really haven't popped yet. And if I find them, I'll share them with you guys so we can try to get on this train together. But my main core, my portfolio, is Solana and Sui. I have Litecoin in there. I have Bitcoin in there, and others, Avalanche, primarily L1s. But I'm looking for projects like these, so we'll see what we get. So, guys, hope you have a good time spending time with me here, and then we'll talk again later this week. Enjoy.